All right, this is Tom's video. I almost made the same mistake again. All right, and we're doing some funk type of funk R&B little riffs in C, in the key of a C, like a C blues. And so what we're going to do, there's a couple different things we talked about. We talked about when we go to the F chord in this key of C, we can use that, what I call the G7 shape. Well, here's a G7, and if you put your little finger down, it's still a G7. So here you have that shape right there, and these three notes, G, D, and F, those can move all the way up the neck until you get to, say, your index finger at the 10th fret and your second finger on the first string 11th fret and your little finger on the second string 13th fret. So in the key of C, when you're going, and then we did this bar chord here, the A bar, which you've done a million times, and add our little finger on the 11th fret, and then we have that 7th chord, and then we can go up and play the chord fragment that we just played, which has this note in it, but we're going to play it with our second finger. And we said that's a 7 formation that ZZ Top uses a lot, and that could go obviously up or down the neck. Oh, here we're using it as an F, so that's it. And then we have the R&B riff. So in the key of C, we don't have to use the whole chord like you were doing. You can, but you can just kind of chord fragment out on that one on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string and go like this. The cool thing about that is you have this 4th string here, and that little has a nice little 7 chord sound there for the C, and you hear the keyboard doing that all the time. And you can sometimes you can lay that index finger down and then lay it down and so that, then we talked about this little deal where we're going the 9 chord that has this shape and this shape with the index finger on the 5th string 7th fret and the 3rd finger on the 4th string 8th fret and the 2nd finger on the 3rd string 7th fret and the 4th finger on the 2nd string 8th fret. We worked on some harmonies with this, moving them up and down the neck and sliding into it, say, and then we wanted to get that note long and on the upstroke, so 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, whoops. And then we're going to move these. You can either do it as a 4th and 2nd string lick, or you can use all 3 of these, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Move it up 2 frets, and then sliding the 3rd finger from the 10th fret to the 11th fret. Whoops, I'm sorry. Yeah. From the 10th fret to the 12th fret, and getting this little, that's it looks like a B flat chord, and then back down, and then slide up 2 frets there, and then, or I could just block everything out except for the 4th and 2nd string on this 6th key. So my index finger isn't really playing anything, it's just kind of blocking. So I can take my right hand and just go like this. Otherwise, if I don't block, it sounds like this. Not good. All right, so all I'm getting is the 4th and 2nd string because I'm letting my hand. That's that blocking, left hand blocking technique that we use so often. We always talk about. And we could do that same thing down here at the 3rd fret, sliding into the 3rd fret. This commonly used 9 position, and we can take the 3rd finger and go. And then this F shape here, which looks like a B flat chord at the 6th fret, and the 5th fret, and right. So that was a funk figure we were figuring would go with this as far as the right hand and the left hand together. Long, long. And then we could go to that 9 shape, the other 9 shape for the F. Now obviously you don't have to do that every time, you can do other things. And the other thing that we were talking about was this little and we're walking down on the 4th and 2nd strings, half step. And we can also go that 7 there, the B flat with our little finger if we want when we get down here. And so basically we're just kind of taking a bunch of little chord fragments and we keep that right hand moving. We don't want to change that too much. That's one of the main things about funk. Most of the great funk players, you see, that right hand just keeps going down, up, down, up, down, up, and you get your accents from up or down. You know, and by muting and stopping. You know, by stopping the notes, like, you know. Making some notes long and sustaining them, and making some chords long, and then having a combination of long, of mostly short, but every once in a while a long note in there. This is all short. That's just something that seems to go along with your funky bitch one, if you'll excuse the expression on YouTube.
Do you keep your right hand moving when you're holding that long note? Just pull it off and keep it moving.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if I just kind of air it, like, you know. Yeah, I do. Like my right hand does keep moving, and I just kind of pull it off the strings. Even if I kind of looks like it stops, it's actually still going like this. It's actually keeping a rhythm. Another thing I'll do sometimes, I just noticed, is I'll come up like it's an upstroke, right? I'll go. Yeah. So I keep moving my hand. I don't stop it, but I just have a different move to it. And it's kind of showy. It's also partly that's for show. And when it's fun, it makes it fun to feel it. Yeah.